Hello, friends. It's Mrs. Gorski back, and today we are going to be talking about something brand new in math. We're going to be going into the world of geometry, which is basically the study of shapes and figures. And today we're going to be talking about specifically polygons. So polygons are also considered 2D shapes, which are flat shapes. We could also call them plane shapes because they are flat. However, there are rules as to how a polygon can be called a polygon. Just because it's a 2D shape doesn't necessarily mean it's always a polygon. So we're going to be talking about exactly that. So let's go ahead and get started and start talking about these rules. So the first rule of how a polygon is a polygon is it must have 3 or more sides. So basically, as you're seeing the shapes behind me, each one of these shapes can qualify as a polygon because every shape here has 3 or more sides. Now these shapes, they're over here on the side for a reason, and they're not going to be part of this group here, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. Let's take a look at rule number 2. All sides must be straight. So when you're looking at our triangle, square, rectangle, rhombus, trapezoid, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, they all have straight sides. But when you're talking about our circle and our oval, they don't have straight sides. They have what we could say a curved side. So therefore, they cannot fit in the category of being a polygon. And the last one, the figure must be closed. So when you're looking at each one of your 2D shapes, each side, point, corner must come together in some way. You can't have something that is left open. So therefore, that's another reason why a polygon is a polygon. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about each one of these shapes. And let's talk about the polygons first. So our first one is a triangle. And when we talk about triangles, they have 1, 2, 3 sides, 1, 2, 3 points. All sides are straight, totally a polygon. Let's take a look at our next one, which is a square. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4 points. All sides are straight, therefore you're looking at another polygon. Next one is a rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Again, 4 points. Polygon. Rhombus. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 4 points. Looking at another polygon. Trapezoid. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 4 points. Polygon 2. Now, let's go ahead with our bigger sided polygons down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. This is a pentagon, also 5 points. This one, hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, 6 points. And our last one, which is a octagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sides, 8 points, also considered a polygon. Now, when you're looking, every single side on all of these polygons are straight. It is closed. And again, they have 3 or more sides. Let's talk a little bit deeper, though, about these particular shapes. These ones in particular. We have a square, a rectangle, a rhombus, and a trapezoid. Notice when I was talking about each one and going through it, they all have 4 sides and 4 points. So when we talk about 2D shapes, when we talk about the plane shapes and the polygons, they're all part of this one family. But sometimes when you're thinking about breaking it down even a little bit more, some of these shapes can actually go into different categories. So when I talk about a square, a rectangle, a rhombus, and a trapezoid, yes, they are polygons. Yes, they are 2D shapes. They're plane shapes. But they can also be part of another family. And it's a big math word. It's actually called quadrilateral. And the reason why it's called a quadrilateral is because every single one has 4 sides, also has 4 points. And when I think about the word quad stands for 4. And especially if you're a person that really enjoys the outdoors, you might know exactly what a quad is. It's a machine that you can actually ride out in like large foresty areas. That's just for fun. And it has 4 wheels. So therefore, it's called a quad. But we could also look at shapes that have 4 sides and 4 points as quadrilaterals. So we could actually even break these down into other areas too that we'll be talking about a little bit later in geometry. But let's go ahead and let's just review the reason why a circle and an oval is over here by themselves. Granted, they are part of the 2D shape family. They are flat shapes, but they can't be a part of the polygon family. And the reason why is because of our rule number 2, which it says all sides must be straight. So if you remember, if you're looking at a circle, it's one big curve. And it also doesn't follow with our rule number 1 either, because it says it must have 3 or more sides. And when you're looking at a circle as well as an oval, we know you cannot count curved as sides. So therefore, circles and ovals have 0 sides. So therefore, not a polygon again. Curved, no straight sides, not a polygon again. So therefore, circles and ovals, although they might be 2D, they are not polygons. So therefore, let's just review each one of our polygon shapes. We have 3 sides triangle. Here's our quadrilaterals, our 4-sided shapes: square, rectangle, rhombus, trapezoid. Here's our 5, 6, and 8-sided polygons: pentagon, hexagon, octagon. And again, who is not a polygon? Circle and oval. So boys and girls, I really hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial about our 2D shapes, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Have a great day, everybody.